So go ahead and help yourself in the kitchen.
Yay!
Lord, it's a wonder Joe and I can still recognize each other. But we were young and cute when we met, and he was 23 and I was 24, or 22 and 23.
We're still.
We're still gathering people. And I will never be as happy as I was to get picked to be in the Jim Neighbors show. Of course, I was so enthralled with Joe and a couple of others. Joe had been in the Young Americans, which I would have given anything to be in that group, and he had gotten picked out of 3,000 people, but rightfully so, because he had one of the most beautiful voices I'd ever heard. I, on the other hand, was a hick from Illinois, thought I was good, till I got in the Jim Neighbors show with all of these kids and realized I had a lot to learn. Anyway, Joe and I were madly in love. We were so young and cute, and we had a cute little apartment on Venice Beach. Joe got me into starting to write music, and I've written ever since, and actually even have a Grammy nomination. But this is one of the first songs we wrote. It's called "Do I Know You?"
Wait, did we write this together?
Yes, by Chris Bennett and Joe Clark, who you've known for 52 years, and there's really nothing sweeter than old friends, especially if they still have their marbles and remember you. And we have so many great times. I adore these two people, and I want to dedicate this song to Joe and the memories I have, and to all of us that as horrible and rough and crazy as days can be, life really is amazing and magnificent, and it's the little moments, and it's the friendships.
Absolutely.
And if you're lucky to have old friendships, so when we get to the point, raise a glass to Mr. Joe Craw, who's truly one of the great humans on the face of the earth. And I think I have a great special guest who may come in on saxophone, because you can never have too much sax on stage. No complaints, no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams.
Thank you.
And placing bets. I have learned that all you give is all you get. So give it all you got. I've had my share. We drank our fill, Joe. Even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down another road beyond the hill and do it all again. Get your glasses ready, kids. So here's to life and every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. Funny how the time just flies. Love can go from warm hellos to sad goodbyes. Leave you with a memory you've memorized to keep your winters warm. There's no yes in yesterday. Who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away? As long as I'm still in the game, I want to play for laughs, for love, So here's to life, every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. May all your storms be weathered is to life, is to love, is to you, Joy. May all your storms be weathered, and all that's good get better. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you.
Wow. Fantastic.
Some of you that would like to give a little tribute to Herr Kreil. When we were together, then I ran off with the German. His name was terrible. It sounded like I had a venereal disease. His name was Klaproth, so I was in German. I was Christine Klaproth.
There was a young lad from Pittsburgh whose voice was like one rarely heard. A beautiful tenor it was, so melodic and pleasing. Joe truly deserved the praise he was receiving. So on the road he went, and years were spent with the young Americans, or so the story went. He harmonized and crooned, and his talents bloomed. And after he appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show, Joe's career really zoomed. He was tall and handsome, and had become accustomed to the company of women with bosoms of boom. But more about Miriam later. The girls would swoon and sway and invariably say, "My God, he sounds just like a young Mel Torme." Then Mama came calling and took him to London, where he sang and danced, but the tour came undone. You remember Cass, she was the mama with really big voice. I know that was cheesy, but I had her choice. Cass returned from a party mingling with the famous and rich and made the mistake of asking Joe for a sandwich. Then came Marianne, you see, so sassy and classy, and not nearly as assy. Beauty, talent, and wit, she stole Joe's heart, and with it he gave her his other big part. Thank you. They married in November, something time around, and those in attendance felt much love abound. Joe's talents are many, piano, golf, and singing, but who knew he could cook? He had us all drooling. In the kitchen, Mary knew her hubby was a master. And this was a good thing, because the young bride was a disaster. She'll burn longer, Joe said, banning her from the kitchen. The earliest she can make us a dinner reservation.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Joe stirs and bastes and shakes and bakes things to please. Food so tasty, Marianne got onto her knees and begged for a second helping, you see. This would not be complete without mentioning their son. Elijah, his name, brought them love, joy, and fun. Our sons played together and grew very fond, a black boy and a white boy building bridges and bonds. A kinder heart than Joe you will never find, giving food to the poor and blood in a bind. He has hundreds of friends. Hell yeah. He has hundreds of people who call him a friend. They all know his character, a true gentleman.
Yeah.
But,
What's a but?
yeah. Well, Quirrell has a dark side. He once dated Devilish Girl. Her name was Elvira, mistress of the dark. And she set Joe afire. Yep, he fell for that pose, the one everyone knows, the one with the neckline that goes to her toes. That the romance petered out, no pun intended. We all know you don't get head for a woman with fangs. Forgive me, Joe. I am not a poet. And after these few lines, you'll undoubtedly know it. We've been friends for 40 years, consumed that 10 times as many that bears. And when it comes to drinking, we have no peers. Pat, happy birthday, buddy. Shed a few tears.
Yeah.
Menu is beautiful. Go.
Die.
Okay, thank you.
And good night. All right.
What more can I say? Is there somebody else that has to come up and there's some other things? Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for this. Marianne, thank you for putting this all together. I don't know where she is. She's not there. I've been saving. She's doing something on the thing. First of all, I think I've told you guys that all the people in this room are connected in Marianne's and my ways. I mean, like John and Marcia we've known for, how long have we known? Oh, wait, okay. 42 years. Wait, first of all, 30 years. How long have we known? In the room, 30 years. No, not you. 30 years. 40 years. 40 years. John and Marcia, we've known John and Marcia for 40 years, and Jan and Francis. 45 years, I think it goes to 50 at this point. But we've known Jan and Francis for at least 45, 50 years, I don't know. Chris and I,
52.
you and I go back the furthest, right? 52 years?
Unless some of your young American friends were here, they go through.
Yeah, well, Steve Golden, who lives here, Steve Golden was a young American friend of mine, and he lives down here, and I've known Steve since 1968. So he's like the longest, 55 years I've known him. And there's some other people, but it's so wonderful to be able to have people here. We're all melding together. It's great. We're all friends. Some of you guys haven't known each other until tonight, right?
That's true.
So it's just amazing. I don't know.
Sing something for us.
I just want to thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you for putting this all together.
Yay.
No, Elijah.
We have
So yeah, like I said, this is close to the day that one of the most amazing human beings is going to be walking the planet for another year, and I couldn't be more happy, proud, ecstatic to be a part of this. Yeah, like I said, a lot of you may or may not know who I am, but this amazing couple, set out to endeavor to adopt me. It's seen things fell through, but even without the adoption happening, the trajectory of my life because of these two, especially Joe's, happy birthday again. I mean, I couldn't be more grateful. So happy birthday. Yeah, and I will be out there sooner or later, coming out a pop trip with y'all. But right now I'm in the great state of Colorado. But yeah, I love you both. And yeah.
Wow.
And yeah.
Sweet.
Tell them about how you learned to cook salmon.
So Joe, one of the most amazing, cooks I've ever met, used to cook a lot of these extravagant meals. And I mean, later on in life, I realized that I had this really weird fixation with like cooking and like wanting to be in the kitchen. And I remember thinking about the things that Joe would cook on occasion when I'd come over. And salmon was one of those things that, I mean, always cooked to perfection, always so moisturized, just succulent, and then just, you would reduce some sort of fruit-based something and put it over it, and, you know, the rest of the night was just history. But, yeah. Salmon now is one of my favorite dishes to make myself. It's not as extravagant as Daz, but, I mean, I could say a close second, about third, possibly.
Oh, no, you're first in line. Just behind me.
Ah!
So when Elijah was 6 years old when we met him at Holly Green Children's Home, and we would, see him every other weekend or something, and sometimes they let us stay over.
And he had a brother named Joey.
And this went on for a few years, and then we lost contact for a long time, and then found him on Facebook.
Wow.
I don't know, about 6, 7 years ago.
How old are you now? 34? 38. So,
And Matthew, your son, and Elijah. Hi, it's Matthew's mom.
it's Matthew, Francis and Jan are here.
Oh, my goodness.
They were all together. Yeah, literally.
Their son used to grow up with the Elijah.
The thing that was so cool is that, I thought we just had a fun time with him, the whole thing. And he tells me, he said, you took me to museums. You took me, I did.
Ah.
And we really, Elijah, you taught us so much about life and culture because we wanted to experience it with you.
Because we didn't really have
We're so
we didn't have a kid, and you were our kid.
That one of my favorite, one of the things that I tell people all the time is my relationship with YouTube. And usually it's just one of those things where it's like, wow, everything the foster system had its quirks, but for the most part, there's people that are involved in that system that really do have the best interest in mind for the children that are involved. And YouTube were a shining example of that, and it just literally set the trajectory. A lot of y'all don't know, but now I'm a sign language interpreter for the state of Colorado. I work at the public health department.
Yeah.
I still love to cook. I still love to ride bikes. I'm trying to get into art. That it's not really. I'm not great at that. It's a little more adept than anything, but a lot of the things that I experienced with Joe and Marianne, mom and dad, really did have an influence on who I am today, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Cool. Yay.
And that's past Elijah did 3 tours overseas.
Wow.
3 tours of
Was
Afghanistan,
it
right?
2 in Afghanistan, 1 in Iraq.
Thank you, Elijah.
Yeah. Wow.
And he is just the most amazing human being. And in spite of all, he's gone through a lot. And he is just really
So proud of you.
we're so proud of you, honey. We can't wait to come over and have another party and
Yeah.
everybody come over and meet you.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're having such a musical evening and it's so much fun, and I know you're gonna love it. So we'll do that. Okay.
Speaking of music, another thing that I endeavored recently, I picked up a flute, and I can do a few different songs, Mary Had a Little Lamb, etc.
We can do a jazz version.
I can try. I did. I kind of self-taught myself to use YouTube and stuff, but it was another thing that I attribute to the relationship I had with YouTube, and my love for the arts and for culture. And yeah, it's a great thing. It's really cool to see, because like we said, we lost contact for a couple of a decade or two.
Yeah.
To see all of this stuff into fruition now that 20, 30 years later, I think shit is the greatest gift to me. I hope it's also a great gift to you too as well.
It is. You're a gift.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elijah.
Right, honey.
Right.
Enjoy the evening. Don't be too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
We'll get that stuff coordinated.
Right.
Okay.
We all.
I love you.
Monday, so good to me. Monday, It was all I hoped it would be. Oh, Monday morning, you came without warning of what was to be. Oh, Monday, Monday, how could you leave and not take me? Monday, Monday. Monday, Monday. Monday.